Southside is on the rise. Join us as we transform our community to one of arts, business, culture, and beauty. Southside is on the rise. Greetings, I'm Dr. Simone Lord, President of the Southeast Queens Chamber of Commerce. Today, I'm at another Black-owned business on busy Jamaica Avenue in Southeast Queens. Janae Plumbing and Heating Corp. with Master Plumber Eugene Tenier, and he's also a licensed engineer. He's been here since 1995, and he does gas meters, he does violations removals, residential, commercial, sprinklers. So let us hear from Eugene Tenier today. Thank you.
Welcome to my office. I'm a member of the Southeast Queens Chamber of Commerce with the President, Dr. Lord, a very vibrant member of our community. And I'm happy to receive them today in my office and talk a bit about what we do here in Southeast Queens, the job that we have been providing to our people here, which is like plumbing and heating. So that they call us when they have an issue with the boilers or they have an issue with the plumbing. So we have been doing this for 25 years now, and we're very happy to be serving our community. It's a very difficult job. I mean, we work long hours in the snow at night when people are not really working. But this is what we do, and we're happy to serve the community. Yes, am I going back to work to do contracting to the city? I don't know. One of my colleagues were here this morning, and he wanted me to bid on some more city work, which I used to do in the years before, and I stopped because I didn't want to go to the process of cooking for the city. But there's a chance again that I might go again and do some large work. Working for the city is something that you have to be very ready for. It's not straightforward because the inspector that you are working with on the job that see you doing the progress is not the one that is in charge of getting you paid. So he can ask you to do whatever he asks you, but don't expect to be paid for what he asks you because he may not go through. So it's not an easy thing to work for the government. And a lot of time, to get paid and the paperwork can be overwhelming. In our payments, there's a few issues that you have to know. To work for a big company, you have to keep a workforce. And sometimes you don't have to work to keep them all year round. And that becomes the problem. After you build up a workforce and it's there, if there's no work for them, then they go and go to somebody else. So that remember, the city is not steady. It's one contract that they may send you every 2 years or something like that. So for you to bring the team together, do one job, and have to dismiss it, it's a problem. I mean, only for a very long time. So people know us and they refer people back and forth to us. That's how we get our main job.
Okay.
And for this, one thing that also making working for the city very complicated is that new law that Mr. Bloomberg had adopted, the project labor agreement, which make any contractor doing any work for the city has to sign with the union. That makes it kind of very complicated, and that law in itself has forced many other people to leave working for the city because they make it much more complicated. So whoever, if that law could be changed or modified on the smaller contract, that would be a very good thing for the minority contractors. The project agreement is not working good for us. Why there are so few minority contractors working for the city of New York. The question is a very good question, and there are many reasons why there are so few minority contractors can work for the city. It used to be payment. The time it takes to get paid was very minimal. The second thing that I also have to say, they have a minority goal of how much of the contract should go to minority, but it's only a goal. It's not a law. So most of the contractors really don't choose minority because they cannot find them. That's what they say. Are we there? Of course we are here, but we are not visible. So the law that there should be a goal that 3%, 10% minority is not, I don't think it is enforced. Or I've never seen, I'm here in South West for 20 years, very few people of that I know were ever part of that minority portion of the contract. I don't think it is enforced. Number 3, we don't really have a voice. If we ever have to go working for the government, we will need a board between us and the government that has the power to talk on our behalf. The city is very complex, very bureaucratic, and the paperwork is overwhelming, and that loses most of the small contractors. What we need, if we ever want to have a decent participation in the into the city contract, there should be a board that we elect that has the power to deal with the city on our behalf. We don't have the connection that the bigger contractors have to make their paperwork go faster or to get the issue resolved.
We'll be interviewing Latasha Smith. She is the CEO and head administrator at Occasions Banquet and Catering Hall. They are located at 127-08 Merrick Boulevard in Springfield Gardens, Queens, New York. We will be hearing from Latasha about the struggles that banquet halls like hers are facing to stay open in these pandemic times. And you've been here
20 years.
Wow.
So this November made 20 years of being here. We opened the January. So January was our birthday here.
And with all of these, drastic measures that the government has adopted, for safety, how has it been for banquet halls at this time?
Well, for banquet halls, we've been decimated. We've been shut down since end of March, where we haven't been able to fully open at all, unless we got clever in different ways that we can do things, because anything with eating, we do all the things that COVID is bad for: eating, hugging, dancing, closeness.
Yes.
People come to us when they want to be close, when they're party, big birthdays, weddings, everything that made it that COVID was against. So we were ordered by the governor to be closed, and we tried doing some pivoting during the summer. We did the outdoor dining, where we had to try to convince people that we were now a restaurant, who after 19 years knew us as an event space. So people would walk by us and say, oh, you're setting up for a wedding. We'd be like, no, come in, enjoy the restaurant. When people caught on, they loved the food, they loved the atmosphere, but they still kind of used us as an event space. So they would book the table for their parties, and they would stay the whole 5 hours, so we didn't have any turnover. So it still wasn't profitable, because they would come, they would have a good time, And we would have a good time, but we just didn't have it where it was profitable. And then in October, November, yes, we were allowed to reopen at a small capacity at 25% or 50 people, whichever was higher. So it took us low. So we did 50 people in any of our rooms. We had first a curfew for midnight, and then it was 10 o'clock. It was moved up to 10 o'clock. So the people that had started booking for the midnight, that were accepting midnight, canceled again for 10 o'clock. So we started losing people again when the curfew changed. And then in December, we would shut down fully again, and we're currently still shut down. We are 17,000 square feet.
Wow. It's really big.
Yes, we have 2 banquet rooms in the chapel that we do.
You have a chapel here?
We have a chapel where we do weddings. So that was something that we were still trying to do and allowed to do, where we would do small person weddings, 2 to 10 people. And that was just another way of us trying to pivot and just keep afloat and keep people knowing that we were still here. We're the only Black female-owned banquet hall of this size in New York, in the city. So I was like, wow. so that's been my take on it.
Natasha, has the Black movement, the rise in support Black business, has that helped your business at all? Because this is such a beautiful banquet hall. I mean, you're going to see the tour.
I hope that it does. It's just that with the rise, we've been closed down.
Okay.
So although we still get calls, I really hope that with the rise of supporting Black business, that once we open back up, they flood the floodgates open and they come.
Yes, I hope
crazy.
so.
Yes.
Also for you.
Yes.
So this is our wish. This is our prayer that the floodgates are going to open, and that people who maybe didn't support Occasions Banquet Hall because it's in the South Side, that you will come and receive all the warmth that Natasha and her team has to offer, and all of their expertise. Because I forgot to tell you that she is a master of creating the most beautiful events that you will ever participate or experience. I remember your 50th birthday party, the grandest, the Sweet 16s. This is the place that you want to create these memorable occasions, right here at Occasions Banquet Hall.
Now this is the Imperial Room. This one usually non-COVID times holds up to about 300 people. During COVID times we have it set up for 50 at distancing, big social distancing, 6 people at max to a table. They usually hold 10, and then we set them 6 feet apart. This room is usually good. We do a lot of weddings. In this room, they can get married on the dance floor and continue to have the reception take place if they like to do that. We do a lot of big birthday parties, just dance, 316s. They love 316s, they love this. Okay, so yes, before COVID, the tiers were closer together, more like a church, but during COVID, we opened them out so that people can have spaces in between, and we had it could fit a lot more people around the room, but now we have it where we limited it to between 10 and 20 people at most for a wedding type of event. Right now, with part of our pivoting is the classroom. It's a classroom for learning bridges, but when it's set up as a banquet hall, it's beautiful, and we can hold this room at non-COVID times up to 130 people. But during COVID times, we still were down to 40, 50 people set up at COVID times. So what we do is during the week, Monday through Friday, it's a classroom. Nice classroom, still socially distanced. And then on the weekend, everything is brought down, everything is shut down, everything is removed, and it can become an event space for people's events on Saturday and Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then go back to the classroom again tomorrow.
Advanced Eye Care of New York, Dr. Daniel LaRoche, is located on Jamaica Avenue, 215th Street. Visit them sometime. Advanced Eye Care, 215-43 Jamaica Avenue. Cataract specialist and glaucoma specialist. Dr. Daniel LaRoche, he's a board certified eye physician and surgeon. Happy Valentine's Day. Right next to the bus stop. Right opposite New Greater Bethel Ministries. Pastor John Boy. Hello. Jamaica on 179th Street. And this is Ina's Driving School banner. President Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. Ina's Driving School flag banner. Located on Jamaica, 170. Bricks for Kids. It's a wonderful program for the kids after school and summer camp. Right here in Jamaica, next to PS 40, not 48, PS 40, right here. This wonderful park ground that they have. Right here in Jamaica, it's beautiful and spacious. Bricks for Kids. And the art on this one is by Andrew Nichols. American Africana. Southeast Queens Chamber of Commerce. Together we can beautify our community with art and business support. Black art has come to Southeast Queens. Right now we are in Jamaica, and this one is by Andrew Nichols, Black Girl, young lady. And this one was sponsored by Girls Who STEAM, after school project. Boulevard and Shore Avenue, a place that needs a lot of healing though. This one's sponsored by Inspire New York Church and Wellness Center, 115-42 Sutphin Boulevard. Not just church, you could come in for healing, therapeutic services, naturopathic services, counseling, and we're gonna fight for our rights. We're not gonna be silent anymore. We're gonna fight for our rights. Once again, this is Sutphin Boulevard. We have Crow's Funeral Home over there on the corner. This is what Sutphin looks like. Amen. This one again is at Sutphin and Shore, 150th Street. Martin Luther King. Champion of the community. This one's sponsored by David Williams Funeral Service, which is on Sutphin. It's a few blocks down. Beautifying our community with art. Southeast Green is on the right. Beautiful Baisley Palm Park, and the art in this pole, if you can see it, is none other than an artist rendition of Senator Leroy Comrie. And this one is sponsored by Somatic Massage Therapy and Spa. Beautiful Baisley Palm Park. And this is Marcus Garvey, a rendition by Rim the Artist. And the sponsor for this is Jamaica Smiles Dental. This was a very great man, Marcus Garvey, liberation and community leader for African Americans of Jamaican descent. Merrick Boulevard. Joe's Academy of Music sponsored this street pole banner right here on Merrick by the Animal Hospital. And it's a wonderful rendition by Andrew Nichols of a little girl playing the piano. The banner says "Strengthening Our Community" and features a lot of great artists of all times, musicians, Ella Fitzgerald, Lena Horne, Billie Holiday. It's a wonderful art banner. Mother Earth Juice Bar sponsored this banner by Rim the artist. Picture of a mother and a child. Nourish our community. This one is in Forest Hills, Kew Gardens area, by the park. It's a wonderful banner.
I'm Dr. Lord, Roxanne Simone Lord. I'm a doctor of naturopathy and the CEO of Mother Earth Juice Bar, Cafe, and health food stores. I am on a mission to help as many people around the world to live longer, happier, healthier, more prosperous lives. To this end, I've created juice, fresh, organic, natural juice recipes that we sell here at Mother Earth, as well as herbal remedies, elixirs, tea formulas, and we do health consultations and wellness retreats, all to support your optimum health. To learn more, visit us at www.motherearthjuice.com. Or if you're in the New York area, we'd love to have you stop by. We're located at 116-03 Metropolitan Avenue, Queens, New York. Remember, choose juice and live longer. Here's to your good health.